It's official, like a referee with a whistle. Back at it once again. Now, hold up. Uh, hold up. So we every day. Hold up. Hey, for the people that want to songs, there you go. Hey, oh we every day. Hold up. Hey. Oh man. Oh man. It's official like a referee with a whistle. You know? But you know, oh yeah, and don't forget about my Patreon. I'm uploading a new video over there probably tonight. You know, I just did I interviewed somebody yesterday. I thought it was pretty dope, you know. And then I'm interviewing the lady that used to be on Star Search tomorrow, hopefully. If not tomorrow, Thursday. The lady used to be on Star Search named damn. Rachel, damn, I forgot the lady's last name. She used to be on. If you've been living long enough, you start more than like if you're my age, you watch Star Search as a kid, and she used to be on Star Search, and I'm interviewing her tomorrow. You know, she's an entertainer. She's been on. She used to work at. I think she was the first black person that was Mickey Mouse at Disney World. Yeah. Then she's she's a singer now. She do a lot of shit. I don't know. She's kind of all over the place. But she's a singer, comedian, sound writer. What else? She wrote a book. She's an author, speaker. She's kind of all over the place. I don't know what she preferred because she's a comedian, singer, songwriter, author, public speaker. Yeah, she's kind of all over the place. I think, but I was just curious the interviews to talk to somebody like her. That's the thing. So it's gonna happen this week, hopefully tomorrow. You know, but yeah, if you see the lady, you'd be like, oh, that's the because she was a teenager back in the day. At least, you know, she was 13 when she was on Star Search. You know, it's crazy, man. How, because you know, most of these kid celebrities and entertainers, man, it cracked out in Hollywood, man. They cracked out, man. Yeah, I've seen some of them. You go to like North Hollywood, man, you might see some of them. They cracked out, man. They drugged up, man. They got turned out. But it didn't happen to her though. She don't look like a drug addict. Not at all. She looked good. Um, yeah, she really looked good. She's a good looking girl. I'm like, but as soon as I saw the picture, I said, that's the girl from Star Search. Damn. You know? But she gotta be about 50. Gotta be about 50. You know? I think she's a little older than me. I think. I'll find out. You know? But anyways, let's get to what I want to talk about. I want to talk about what it's like dating girls from overseas or from other countries. Because, a lot of people ask me what's been my experience, right? And I've met quite a few women that's from other countries. And I have to say that I've had some bad experiences with these women from other countries. I mean, I have. I gotta keep it a buck. you know, I've had some bad experiences, man. I've had some good experiences, but I've had some bad experiences. I would say, yes. Smash that like button. Now, what I would say is this: I haven't had a lot of bad experiences dating North American women that's born and raised here in America. I have not. I haven't had a lot of bad experiences dating black women. I have not. Now, when I went overseas, boy, I started having all kind of crazy wild shit was happening. And, I was so young at the time. I'm 21 at the time. I was so young at the time, I didn't really know how to handle a lot of that shit. Because when I went overseas, man, I realized that a lot of these women are just opportunists. They don't really operate like having good morals and values, and they don't operate like that. Everything is based on who the guy they're dealing with at the time. That's basically how these other groups of women operate. They weren't raised like that. And you got to look at how it was where I was coming from. I'm coming from South Carolina. Georgetown, Myrtle Beach, Florence, South Carolina. These are the areas I grew up in. And I'm going from there to Japan. It was the first place I went to when I went overseas. So that shit was like a culture shock for somebody like me. I'm like, God damn. When I first went to Japan, I didn't see I think when I got on the plane, I didn't see no black person. Zero. And I didn't see a black person just on the flight, right? I didn't see a black person until I got to the Air Force base. And this was like, 20 hours later, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta think, I'm 21 years old at the time. I'm green. I ain't never been nowhere. I mean, I've been to New York, Florida, Georgia, but at the time, I ain't never been overseas before. My first time being overseas. My first time going to another country. So I'm like, this shit is blowing my mind. I'm scared and excited at the same time, if that makes sense. So, but even before I left to go to Japan, you know, if you ever been in the military, you know how this shit works. Yeah, giving your orders on paper, and that's pretty much it. Um, I didn't really have nobody to tell me much of anything. I had my orders on paper. I got on the plane at such and such day and time, and that was it. Now, when I got to Japan, there's like a kind of like a myth that everybody in Japan is honest. You don't have to worry about nobody taking advantage of you. If you get lost, they'll just ask somebody, and they'll tell you where to go, and you straight. You ain't got nothing to worry about. And that's a lie. Because see, they're trying to make it seem like before I went to Japan, like, oh, everybody's honest over here. They'll take care of you. You don't got to worry about getting ripped off. Shit. Man, when I went to Japan, after about 3 to 6 months, I realized that, man, I'm being taken advantage of like a motherfucker over here. I said, yo, man, I'm fucking just being ran through by these damn women. That's basically it. And I didn't know any better, because if you're on the outside coming in, you're going to get taken advantage of. That's just how it is. You don't speak the language. You don't know how these people socialize. You don't know how they've been socialized. I don't know the history of Japan. I don't know shit. I only know what I see, at any given time, at any given moment. So, and then I'm like, yo, you just got a bunch of people around here that's taking advantage of motherfuckers. That's basically it. See, they make it seem like there's a lot of camaraderie over there, like they stick together. No, man, shit ain't like that, man. No. Chinese stick together. Japanese, they don't stick together. They just take. Now they'll eat. They'll come together and eat and party, whatever. Shit, everybody does that. But that shit ain't really like that. Now where I'm from, yeah, we stick together. Oh yeah. Where I'm from, yeah, black people stick together where I'm from. No doubt about it. But that's one of the biggest culture shocks is you got a bunch of people that basically just taking advantage and feeding off each other. And I'm a part of it because I'm a foreigner. I really don't know what the hell's going on in this country. I gotta figure this shit out. So I'm just taking it day by day, basically. So it took me about probably like a year to get a hang of it. And probably about 2 years for me to understand the language and and all that stuff. But that was a tough. I always had Japan is a tough place to live, man. For somebody like me. For real, it's a tough place for somebody like me, man. But I learned a lot. I've seen a lot. And when it was time for me to leave, I was out. You know what I'm saying? But I would never move over there.
Nope.
No, I would never move over there. No way, Jose.
Nope.
But and you got to realize any place where you live, it's always going to be pros and cons. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be pros and cons. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you're a foreigner, if you're coming from the outside in, you're just not going to know enough in the beginning. No. See, these other groups of people, they were raised differently. At least raised differently from how I was raised anyway. You got people that will take advantage of you just because they can. You know what I'm saying? See, I wasn't raised like that. Yeah, it's like, there's a lot of predators out here, man. That's what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of predators out here. Men and women. And luckily, I was so naive, man, when I was in Japan. That kind of, me being so naive kind of saved me, in a sense. Because people women mainly, knew that I didn't know. Because they knew that I was only been there for 3 months, 6 months, or less than a year. So they know that I don't know. So I think that kind of saved me from, in a sense, because I could have, now that I look back, I could have easily got caught up and jammed up. I could have easily something could have happened to me, and you probably would have never heard of me. I definitely wouldn't be doing this. I definitely wouldn't be on YouTube. Good evening, Shop. I hope all is well with you. Yeah, I'm good, bro. Why do you look like that? So cute. A Sandy James. Oh, that's just how I look. Yeah. But, I had a lot of bad experiences over there. Yeah, like I said, I had a lot of bad experiences overseas, or just dealing with women from other countries. Now, I haven't had a lot of bad experiences in North America. Women that are born and raised in America, before I left, I didn't have a lot of bad experiences until I went overseas. Like, for real, I'm just being honest. Yeah, you have your little miscommunication, or someone might have more expectations of what the relationship should have been, or maybe they wanted a relationship with me and I wasn't ready at the moment. Yeah, we have that, but it didn't go crazy. We just agreed to disagree, and we went our separate ways, and that's it. But I've had some experiences with these other groups of women where it's like, this shit could go left real quick. I could end up in jail. God damn. I mean, that's how crazy it got. you know,
Oh shit! Oh shit!
that's how crazy it got. But being that I was by this time, I'm out of the Navy. I'm out of Japan. So being that I was a little older, and and I had enough experience, I knew how to handle things. Like today, I never get caught off guard. I always know what to say, what to do, regardless of what happens or what's going on around me. That comes with experience, though, because I done seen so much bullshit. I just know how to handle the shit. You know? Yo, smash the like button. Smash the like button. Yeah, but it ain't. You know, this old saying goes, the grass is never greener on the other side. It's just a different type of grass. You know? Like, there's a lot of guys online. They're just professional ass kissers, man. You know, they're saying a lot of stuff that. They're saying things that they would never say if it had something to do with their mom, their sister, their cousin. You know, like, you got guys that will take up for other groups of women. Yeah, y'all need to cut that out. Stop taking up for other groups of women. They're not doing that for you. You got guys who take up for other groups of women, but they won't take up for their mom, their sister, their cousin. You know, cut that shit out, man. Stop kissing. Take the cape off. These other women, they're not doing that. They're not going to do that for you. They're not going to do that for me either. They're not going to do that. You know, no. They might do a little comedy skit online or whatever. But no. I'm talking in real life. When shit get real out here, these other women are not going to take up for us. You know. And they already have enough people standing up for them. They don't need no more help. Shit. Come on, man. Good evening. I believe our ancestors are protecting us from certain situations. Oh, no doubt about it. I believe that too, man. Yeah, I believe that too, man. Because it's been at least 2 or 3 times this shit could go left real quick. And I've been in these little towns across America where I don't know nobody. The only person I know is the chick that I've been calling and talking to for a few days. And I'm driving to go see her. And some guy shows up at the door and, you know, he's side-eyeing me like he want to do something. I'm like, hey, who was that dude? She's like, oh no, I got this. Don't worry about it. But I'm not. I don't know about you, but I'm the type that I don't be believing shit that these women be saying. I don't be believing shit they be saying most of the time, man. I don't listen to these motherfuckers. Especially when it comes to my safety. Hell no. And I don't know her. I just met her last week at the hotel, or at the airport, or at the restaurant, or at the club, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't put my safety in nobody else's hands. Now, this type of shit has never happened to me when I'm dealing with a black woman, a black American woman. This shit never happened to me. Shit never went left. Never. It just never happened. You know, it's like a lot of these other groups of women, like I said, they're opportunists. They don't operate with some moral type of code. They don't operate like that. And see, I didn't know that at the time. I did not know that. I just kind of assumed that if this woman, you know, she, I guess, comes from a decent family or whatever, that it's okay. I shouldn't be okay. And then some of these people I used to meet through other people, and some of these people, women I used to meet online. You know, but nothing ever happened to me physically. Nothing ever happened to me physically, but it's been a couple times I could have gotten robbed. Something could have happened to me physically, but at the last minute, I said I wasn't going over there. I wasn't going to that hotel because I know the shit was set up. You know what I'm saying? See, I trust my instincts. My natural instincts, you can call it intuition, whatever you want to call it. But I trust my instincts. And it's never failed me. It's never failed me. You know what I'm saying? You look like Arsenio Hall a little bit. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. You know, I like Arsenio Hall. I like when he had the show. You know, I like he's a pretty decent comedian too. I like Arsenio Hall. But yeah, I've had a lot of bad experience with women overseas. It has not been. I've had good experiences, but most of them have been bad. It just is what it is. And I just learned from it, and I kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? Even when I came back to America after my military service, I still meet women from other countries still to this day. But let me tell you what the main difference is, why I don't have bad experiences with them anymore. Let me tell you why. Because I dictate to them how this shit is going to be. I dictate to them how this shit is going to be.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
That's the difference. So if she wants to fuck with me, this is how it's going to be. You know what I'm saying?
My life, my game, my show.
Yeah. It's my life, my game, my show. That's why I don't have bad experiences with a lot of women. Just period. And you know, they have the option to leave, stay or leave. And that's cool. Because everybody's not for everybody. I'm not for everybody. But see, when I was younger, I didn't know any better. I was just going with the flow. And going with the flow don't work. Going with the flow don't work. That's why I wrote that book behind me, Boss Life Secrets. You want to know why I wrote that book? I wrote that book for me. That's the book that I wish I had when I was in the Navy. Yeah. That's the book I wish I had while I was in the Navy. And go get it. It's on Amazon.com. Boss Life Secrets. If you like money and you want better relationships, that's the book for you. You know what I'm saying? But I have boundaries. You know, and people don't like it, they can leave. Nobody's ever. I have open door policy. People can always leave. If you don't want to talk to me no more, I wish you well. I don't know what I did, but you know, some people drift off. That's just a part of life. You know what I'm saying? And there's no hard feelings. There's no beef. You know, no hard feelings at all. You know, some people just feel like, you know, maybe they're rolling with a different crew of people, and they ready to move on and do something different. And that's okay. You know? Because, you know, 20 years from now, over half the people you know, you ain't gonna be talking to them no more. They're gonna be gone. And when you get old, it's gonna be less and less people. When you get old, the only people that's gonna be there is your family and your closest friends. And when you die, shit. Only people gonna be there are your family and your very, very closest friends. So that's it. All those people that around for good times and let the good time roll. No, they gonna be gone, bro. You ain't gonna be fucking with them like that. So it don't even matter. When people leave early, when people walk out of your life, they're doing you a favor. You just don't realize it yet. But as you get older, you be like, oh shit, I'm happy that motherfucker left. She wasn't shit anyway. She did doing you a favor, bro. And people look, a lot of times we like to focus on people that don't want to be with us. What about the people that want to be with us, that's still around? Those are relationships you should cherish. Those are relationships you should cherish, man. But we don't do. A lot of us don't do that. We spend all this time around people that they really ain't fucking with us like that. You know, and that's a mistake. You have to realize that most women,
She belongs to the streets.
most women are not that you're gonna meet. They're not really for you. That's just what it is. You know, there's not. It's only a handful you're gonna meet. If you're lucky, you might meet 2 or 3 of them that's really they're really down with you. Like when shit hit the fan, down with you. 2 or 3 your entire life. If you lucky. If you're lucky. I know some guys haven't met one yet that really fuck with them. Like for real, for real. But it's wild out here, man. This shit is wild out here. When you leave North America and go to these other countries, this shit is wild out there. Now a lot of these guys was telling you don't gotta have no game. Shit, you crazy as hell. You better have some game. You better have some street smarts about yourself. Otherwise, you're gonna be prey. You're gonna get preyed on out there. You take your ass someplace like Mexico, Japan, Australia, Dubai. You take your ass to countries like that. You stay there long enough, and you walk around and act dumb like you don't know what's going on. You're gonna get preyed on. I've seen it happen. I've had it happen to me. Especially if you go to places like Thailand and Vietnam, you're gonna get preyed on. If you walk around and act dumb like you don't know what's going on. You know. Colombia been 4 times safe to me. Well, the thing is, everybody's experience is going to be different. That's the thing. Just because you had a good experience in one place, that doesn't guarantee everyone else is going to have a good experience. That's the thing. A lot of people act like hey, if I went there, I did it, you shouldn't have a problem. See, that's not. I hate when people talk like that. That's bullshit when people talk like that. You know, I can't guarantee you if you go to Japan that it's all good. No, man, I would never tell nobody no shit like that. No. The only way I would guarantee something like that is if I had somebody to show you around. Like, as soon as you got off the plane, they pick you up from the airport, and you stayed with them, and they was with you every day. And whatever you wanted to do, they was there. That's the only way I would guarantee that, hey, you good when you get there, it's safe. I know this person. That's a different story. But to say that this person is going to go to Colombia, or going to go to Brazil, or going to go to Japan, or go to Australia, and you're going to be good, you never been there before, you don't know your way around, to say that ain't nothing going to happen to you, guarantee, no, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. I would never make no guarantees like that. Just because I had a good experience, that don't mean it's going to be. I know people that went to Thailand and got their ass kicked. I didn't get my ass kicked, but they ain't me and I ain't them. So that's why I don't like when people talk like that. If whatever you did and it turned out great, good. But I ain't going to sit here and make it seem like, oh, just because I had a good experience, you good. No. You know, no, this real life. Real life shit don't work like that. Look, there's certain countries, if you're a white guy, there's certain countries I would tell a white guy don't go to. Just because he's a white guy. And there's certain countries, if you're a black male, I would tell you don't go to, because you're a black male. And I know how people think in those countries about certain people. But the only way you're going to know that is if you've been there, or you know people from there. That's all I'm saying. It's the same way you deal with, like, there's certain women from certain parts of the world, certain countries, they see us different than they see white guys. I mean, let's not act like that don't exist. Come on, man. And then you have guys who look at a video and see some guy walking around doing a tour or whatever in some country, like Colombia or whatever, and he'll be like, "Oh, I like the video. I like what he was talking about. Oh, I'm going there." So he goes there by himself with his jewelry on and all the shit, flashing money, and he get robbed. And that shit happens. It happens. And shit like that can be avoided if people are willing to put the right information out there. Look, I know a guy that, I don't know him that well, but I know a guy that saw somebody, I think in Brazil. Somebody was doing a video in Brazil. I think he watched a couple videos of a guy in Brazil. So this guy retired, sold his house, sold a car, sold everything. He sold a damn dog and moved. Now think about this shit for a second. You move to a country that you ain't never visited before. Are you crazy? What kind of shit is that? Look, nothing against Brazil, but if I gotta visit there at least 4 or 5 times before I move there. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You don't even know. He don't even know if he likes it there. No clue. Don't know nobody, and he moves there, buys a condo in what? The first 30 days. And I know he got ripped off when he bought the condo. I know he got ripped off in some type of way. You know how I know he got ripped off? If they'll rip you off in America when you buy a house, I know they're gonna rip you off in Brazil. I know he got ripped off. You know? Come on, man. Because if you're on the outside coming in, you're going to get taken advantage of. Guaranteed you're going to get taken advantage of. Because you don't know enough. You don't know no better. And these women ain't gonna tell you everything in the beginning. They ain't gonna tell you everything in the beginning. Are you that naive? You think some woman that you don't know is going to like you so much that she's gonna one day decide, man, I'm gonna just tell him everything all about me. I'm gonna tell him how we get down over here and how we operate and how we socialize. And no, she ain't gonna do that shit in the beginning. Don't be so naive. That same woman that you hanging out with, you have her over to your house that you just bought in another country, or maybe you renting in another country, that same woman is setting your ass up and you ain't realize it. That's how you got your shit stolen when you were gone. That's how you got your shit stolen. When you left the apartment, you came back, your shit got broken in. That same woman set your ass up. She let the guys know that y'all were gone for the weekend, and they went over there and cleaned that shit out. The bitch set you up. The bitch set you up, man. You'll pray when you start looking like you got money. Well, shit. If you from America, if you from North America, you can't. They look at you like you are like you are like you got the bag. They look at you like you a come up if you from North America anyway. So you can't get away. You can't get away from that. Regardless of what country you go to, these women look at you like you a come up. You can't get away from that. That's always going to be the draw. You go to Thailand, the Philippines, Australia. I've been to all these goddamn countries. All of them. The main draw is you, an American. That's going to be the main draw. 100% of the time. All that bullshit where you want a woman to get to know you for you and all. Bullshit. Yeah, she'll get to know you later. But the main draw is going to be he's American. Black American, white American, whatever. But that's going to be the main draw. You can't get away from that. That's like saying you're trying to get away from who you are if you're black. You can't get away from it. It ain't happening. So even if you ain't got no money, you still will come up to her compared to those guys where she grew up around. You still will come up. Unless you're in some place like, I don't know, Australia or Dubai or someplace where there's an abundance of money and opportunity for those guys that live there. But if you're going to like Japan, China, the islands, the Philippines, Vietnam, you're a come up for this woman. Even South America, you're a come up for that woman. Man, her family be happy to bring you in. Shit. They ain't gonna treat you bad. I'll be happy to bring you in. Shit, welcome to the family. My sorry ass husband been struggling for years trying to get this family on the right foot. And my daughter she just fucking hit the jackpot with you. Shit. And you ain't gotta be rich. You can be doing better than them. Man, that girl mama be happy to have you come over and cook for you. She'll cook for the whole family. And you know what? The dad is gonna sit down and shut the fuck up. He ain't gonna say too much. Cause his wife done schooled him, hey honey, I got this American boy coming over here with our daughter this Sunday now. Behave yourself. I know you ain't a fan of the American boys, but sit your ass down. Behave yourself. My daughter done something that accomplished something that you ain't done. Sit down, behave yourself, Jose. Shit, they ain't gonna treat you bad, regardless of how they feel. Now, they ain't necessarily happy that you're an American now. Oh no, they don't. No, they ain't. It ain't. This ain't got nothing to do with how you feel. This is about upgrading the family. That's what this is. That's what this is really about. They playing the long game. Now the daughter might not be thinking like that, but her parents is thinking like that. Her mom is thinking like that. Now the dad, he'll go along with it because his wife say, okay, whatever, shit. Because he know he ain't shit in most cases. Because most of these people, I'm not gonna say most, but a lot of these people live poor. They ain't doing better than us. I'll say it like that. And he know it. The dad, he knows it. And the mom, she know it. Because most of these people ain't rich. They're not well off even. They working class. Some of them less than below working class. Especially in places like the Philippines and these other second world or third world countries. Quote, countries, whatever. They don't have those opportunities like we have over here. Over in most of these other countries, if you're born into wealth, you're probably going to stay wealthy. If you're working class, if you're born in the working class, you're probably going to stay working class. You know, if you're born poor or maybe you live in maybe the family live in the slums or India, some shit like that, that's probably where you're going to stay at forever. You know, or maybe they live in the, what they call it? The favelas. That's probably where they're going to stay at. The next generation and the generation after that. You know. So you going to see her family in the favelas? Shit, man, that family, man, they'll be happy to roll your ass in there. They'll roll out the red carpet for your ass. Shit, her mom, that girl mom, is gonna school her daughter. Don't fuck this up for us. Shit, you better realize how shit is out here. This shit is real out here. Hey, the struggle real out here, man. Shit. And they ain't gonna treat you bad. Hell no. Why would they do that? The only way they would treat you bad is if they well off. You know, because the people that are well off or rich, they can do what the hell they want to do. They have options. You know? Now, some people just don't give a fuck. You're going to run into that too. Where you might have some hillbillies in Kentucky or some shit like that, where they are living in a trailer park or out in the boondocks. They just don't give a fuck. You know, if you get up with a white woman and her family might from the backwoods or in the cornfields and shit, where it don't matter how much money you got or how well off you might be, they still don't want you fucking with their daughter. They just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Which don't make no sense. If your ass is dirt poor as a family, and your daughter managed to get up with a guy that's well off, he's a pretty decent guy, as a parent, especially if you know you done failed as a father, you done failed the family, and maybe your dad failed before you, you should be happy to see your daughter with a guy that's doing better than you. Especially if you done failed. You failed your daughter, failed your wife, you know, so you should be happy. But you got some people that just don't give a fuck. Yeah, that hate goes deep, boy. You know, that hate go deep with some people. Some people just don't give a fuck. But anybody with some common fucking sense as a father of his daughter will be like, shit, my daughter found this guy. He from America, and he's that type of dude. Shit, I got to fall back. You know what I'm saying? I got to fall back. That's if you're a common sense, practical thinking man. You know, you would fall back and put your feelings to the fucking side because you done failed your family for 40 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But in most cases, you know, that the family ain't gonna treat you bad. You know, because this is business. This ain't got nothing to do with how they feel. And if the girl introduced you to her family, you know she's serious. This ain't no game. This ain't no game show. But this ain't like, it ain't what you think it is most of the time. This ain't got nothing to do with no love. It ain't got nothing to do with no love. These people, these women don't think like that. Yeah, they wanna like the guy and have a family and have kids. Yeah, they want to do all that. But this ain't got nothing to do with no love. We can get to the love later. We get to the love later. What you want is respect. Respect, good leadership, and everything else will take care of itself later. That's what you want. We get to the love later. You know. And if you're gonna date a girl from another country, make sure she's a bad bitch. Please don't do the fat bitch. I'm just saying, man. Please. Just if you're gonna date a below average Filipina, Japanese, or whatever, Chinese, you just stay here in America and do that shit. That's just my opinion. If you're gonna go to Colombia, Brazil, no, I'll take Brazil out of there. I'll take it. Go to Colombia, Mexico, and date a below average woman. Just stay here in North America. Just get you a black woman. I mean, that shit don't make no sense to me. I just don't understand that shit. This bitch weighed 300 pounds. You got you a 300-pound Mexican bitch. That just don't make no sense to me, man. Oh, you got a white woman that's 250, 5'4", 250. Come on, cuz. Come on, man. What are we doing? We gotta have some standards, man, out here. You know, you gotta have some standards, man. We can't just date people just on looks itself, or just because she's a white woman, or just because she's a Colombian woman, or just because she's Mexican, or just because she's Japanese, just because she's Chinese. It can't be just on looks and based on where she's from. But this ain't about no love. You gotta put that shit to the side. They put their feelings to the side. Their parents put their feelings to the side. This ain't no. Don't get caught up in that. You're not in North America. These people don't think like we do. They don't have no good morals. Throw that out the fucking window. No good morals. They operate based on they opportunists. They opportunists. They operate based on, they deal with you based on how you are. How you come through the door, that's how they deal with you. That's how it is. That's why I always say my life, my game, my show. You know? You can't deal with these women from other countries the same way you deal with black women. And that ain't gonna work. I'm telling you it ain't gonna work. Because at this point, I've dated I'm not gonna say I dated every type of woman, but I've met every type of woman you can probably think of. You name them. Stripper, the prostitute, the hoe in the corner, the girl in the church, the girl on the job. I've dated them all. I've met them all. Every type, the druggie, the alcoholic, I've met them all. You name them. I met every type of woman. It don't matter. I can tell you about any type of woman that you could probably think of. I met women where when I show up, she roll out the red carpet for me. I call her up right now and say, hey, I need $2,000. I'm going to do some shit. She'll send me the money. Right now. I know women like that right now. I met every type of woman you could probably think of. And you know the crazy thing is, none of them will have anything bad to say about me. You know why? They respect me. And we ain't got to be together for them to respect me. And this ain't got nothing to do with no love. Some of them do love me. Yeah, some do. But they respect me first. That's the difference between me now versus when I was 21 going to Japan for the first time. You know? So hey, like and share this video. And don't forget to check out my my Patreon. I'll put the link below. If you like this video, it'll be a lot of audio and video on my Patreon. And check out my book on Amazon, Boss Life Secrets. It's right behind me. The poster. You know what I'm saying? That's the book that I wish I had when I was 21. Yeah. You know? So that's about all I had to say, man. You know, I didn't want to go no longer than an hour. You know? That's about all I got to say tonight, man. You know? I'm on my cell phone. So I can't bring nobody on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's shit different. I'm not on my computer. So, you know. I think I'm gonna do more of this on my cell phone. You know, being on a computer has its advantages and disadvantages. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's all I got. Like, share this video. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.